missing the 7-foot center is difficult enough to shoot 36%. It's hard to make up for it.
Well, it's tough. We were out of kilter the entire night offensively, off rhythm. You know, they did a good job of sending bodies to, you know, off of our young guys onto DeMar, onto Kyle, and onto our shooters. And, you know, we didn't do a good job of making sure we got off it quick enough to move the basketball. And with that said, defensively, we did a decent job in spots. But when it got down the stretch, we didn't make them feel us. We weren't physical enough. Our double teams weren't on time and physical enough and tough enough to make them feel us. And we just didn't execute defensively down the stretch.
You would have had to double team more simply because Jones' size wasn't there, right?
Yeah, that was the thing. It just, you know, and then what happened was what we were afraid of with Pirtle getting in foul trouble. And Lucas, you know, those two trying to save one of the two of them, trying to double team to keep from getting in foul trouble, and they still did. But that said, the other, you know, weak side cuts, losing Gay a couple of times in half-court play, not rotating to him at the end of the game was difficult. And some of that was because we were in scrambling mode from the double teaming situations.
Dwane, what did you think of how your two rookies played tonight?
You know, they played as well as you could play against a guy like Cousins. He's one of the hardest matchups that you can have in the NBA. His physicality, his speed and quickness, his ability to score, draw fouls is uncanny. So that's a tough matchup for any big player. So in that situation, but I thought Pirtle did a good job until he got in foul trouble. Then I thought he got tentative like most guys do, and that's when DeMarcus Cousins did. But again, we've got to make sure no matter who plays, we got to continue to string some minutes together offensively and defensively and not look around and see who's not there.
Playing against a guy like that and having this experience early in their careers, what do you hope that Jakob and...
It's going to help him. It's going to help Yak and Pascal tremendously. Here's two starts against a guy like Rudy Gay, a guy like an experienced player like Kufus, an experienced player like Cousins is a situation where it's going to help them. But again, no matter who's out there, we still got to get a rhythm, understand what they're trying to do to us, move the basketball offensively, and make sure we get the shots we want.
Is there more attention than DeMar's seen eventually?
Well, yeah, and there's reasons for that, and we won't get into that. But tonight was, he had three bodies in front of him. A lot of times Kyle had three bodies, so we'll figure that out.
Dwane, is sitting Valanciunas at this point in the season? I mean, if it was a key game, could he have gone or?
Well, we held him out, just erred on the side of caution. He right before the game he said his knee wasn't feeling as well. He wanted to go, but we held him out. And again, hopefully, if it was a playoff game, the medical people would have let him go and let him play. So hopefully, his day to day won't be out too long and get him back. Again, we're in a situation now where we got to get a rhythm with whoever's out there, and he's a key piece of what we're going to do. If they're going to send bodies, he's a big target. He can finish at the rim on those rolls, the short rolls to the basket, and we didn't execute that well tonight.
Before the game about some of your shooters just struggling to make shots. Are you fine with the looks that they're getting?
Well, they're getting good looks, and again, that's again, they got to keep shooting them, and that's on each individual to take the shots. It's his shot, and I think we're getting open looks. Some of it is just the rhythm of the game and how they're getting the shots, but we had 33s, and I don't know how many were just wide open. And again, I think they will fall as once we get into the season, and we just got to keep taking them. You never forget how to shoot. The shooters, make sure the shooters are getting the three-point shots.
It's the first big run of minutes for Nogueira. What do you think of his performance today?
Good. I thought both guys, Pascal and Jakob and Lucas did a good job of what they could have, keeping probably the hardest player to guard in the low post off his sweet spot. We were sending double teams on him most of the night, and they did a good job. I think Lucas got a steal going over. But again, the one thing that we've all got to do a better job of is rim protection. When guys drive in there, you got to either go vertical, block the shot. We got to improve in that area.